Alright guys, we're back. Forms are coming off. This is what you're left with. These are the snap ties. They break off down inside so you can get concrete in there when you do your stucco. You can see the wall going around. There's the other beam going up. There's some more here. I'm tired. I'm gonna get up top so you can see it better. What was liquid a couple days ago, he's now standing on. Concrete is a crazy product. Comes in a truck, pours out like water, wet, and then a few hours later it's hard. Here's the balcony, comes out. We're getting the forms off. It is coming together. This is the rebar. This rebar is sticking up because this concrete keeps going up all the way to the fourth floor. So this wall will get poured right on top of this rebar again. Here there won't be any. Here there'll be a wall frame for a door opening. There's another concrete beam that goes up where the rebar is. Where the rebar is sticking up, the concrete keeps going up. And back there. It is really cool looking. I'm up here walking on it now. We got a little work to do with the grinder. It's a little rough, but with the emergency they have, that's understandable. It's got a little work to do, no big deal. But it is looking good. I'm walking on it. Beam looks good going this way. Taking these forms off now. These are what you call a snap tie wedge. You hook these, you put the snap ties stick out like this. Let me get over here where you can see them. Snap ties stick out like that, piece of metal right there. And then you sandwich a 2x4 top and bottom, kind of like right here. You see that? And two 2x4s and snap ties sticking through the back of it. And then that hole in the snap tie goes through that hole right there in the plate, and then this is angled up, see? So as you slide it, it tightens it down, and you throw a nail in the nail hole right there, and it holds it. Snap tie wedge. It's got many names. That's the best one I can use for it. Snap tie wedge. Some call it pig's feet. All kinds of different names. And you'll see a lot of guys that do elevated concrete, they take a demo saw and they cut those snap ties off right flush with the wall, and you'll see the yellow cone left in there. That's not the right way to do it. The right way to do it, take a hammer and you hit the end of that snap tie. On the end, that yellow cone will come out like it's supposed to. Then you grab the snap tie and you break it off. I'll show you one. But when you do that, it breaks off ½ inch into the wall, if not 3/4, so it leaves you a hole to fill up some mud in, stucco. If you don't do that, and the metal end is flush on the front when you stucco over it, it will show through a rust spot. You'd never think it would work its way through, but it will. It will absolutely work its way through. I'll show you the right way to break one off in just a minute. When I get down there to where they are. Dang, impossible to hold the camera and do that, but let me try on another one so I can hold the camera and try to get it for y'all. I've never used the pipe method. That's these guys, they do the pipe method. I've always just snapped them off. Like there, see, we got that out. See down in there. These snap ties are perforated right there. So it's designed to break like this. I've always just taken my hammer and hit it back and forth, which I'm also in this corner, so it's hard to do. Golly. There we go, it's starting. There we go. Sorry if that was all shaky and craziness, but that's how they snap off. Guys, I waited until it got a little later to come back over here. As you can see now, the inside forms are all off. Here was one of the walls that went down to the slab like I told you about. Bond beam coming around, connects everything. Here's another wall. Comes up, bond beam. Piece there where the pipes were coming up, so they went ahead and just poured it solid. There's where the big beam comes up on either side. There's will be some big beams there in the future, I'll show you. But you can see this out here good. That corner wall comes all the way down, ties in with the first pour. Looks really good. All these beams look really, really good. Let's get up top and take a look. All right, now I'm up top. That's the little small balcony that's on here. Not really much of one, but it is a balcony. There's the walls here. Come around. There's our walls here. Just step down right there. It steps down, then the bond beam finishes on around. That came out really nice. We can't take the forms off the front yet, underneath the balcony, because the concrete's not cured yet. It's hard to touch, obviously. It's cured some, but concrete actually takes 28 days to cure 70, 80%, 90%, somewhere in there. But so anyhow, that weight, if we took the forms off now, it could sag from its own weight and crack the concrete, and we don't want that. So we will leave the support legs on the front underneath the bottom. We'll leave those there for 2 weeks, something like that. By then it'll be cured plenty enough, but you do want to get the forms off the insides, really both sides if you can, to let it breathe better and just keep your support underneath the bottom. Because taking those forms off the side will allow it to dry through the side, where if you keep your forms on, do you see how much darker it is where the forms were compared to the top? That's because that form is drawing that moisture to it and holding the moisture in. By taking it off, you allow that moisture to dry, curing the concrete. So, but yeah, it came out really good. They'll probably get the outside forms off tomorrow. But those last pieces of plywood you can see there in the window holes, they'll get those off that side, they'll get the ones off this side, and then all it'll leave is the front, and then my framers can get started. But it's coming along. Looks good. But that's it for this update today. Tomorrow I'll make it to job number 1 and show kind of a preview video of what's been going on. An update video, I should call it. But yeah, I'll definitely get to that tomorrow. Just ain't enough hours in the day. But I'm gonna get back, get this edited, and let y'all see it. See ya.